in New Zealand.
We are going to go on a campervan trip from the North Island to the South Island with our friends The Endless Adventure in this campervan. Taking a campervan through New Zealand is extremely popular. So popular, in fact, that it's in high demand. It's rather expensive because everyone wants to drive a campervan.
We are here during the summertime, which is peak season and not the easiest time to get a cheap campervan.
So we got this campervan absolutely free. Has nothing to do with how popular our YouTube channel is.
No sponsorships.
No sponsorships, nothing. And we're gonna share with you how we got this campervan for free and how you can get this campervan for free too. So first, let's take a quick tour of our campervan.
Let's start with our tiny kitchen. We have a little refrigerator that we've stuffed full of food. It's solar panel operated. We have a sink on this table and then a nice little gas stove here. And then we have a microwave, plus tons of storage with pops that open up to keep everything safe while we're driving around.
And then welcome to our multi-purpose room. This is the little living space. You can pull out this sucker back here and it becomes a table / work area. We also have tons of storage under here to hide all of our goodies. I think that's about it in here.
And if you direct your eyes up here,
Oh.
you might be wondering what is behind this little vinyl thingy here. Well, it's more storage! We have all kinds of goodies up here. We've got sleeping bags, towels, sheets, pillows, all the things you need for luxurious camping. We've also got these little panels here that come out and create a loft bed, which is where we'll probably be sleeping.
And then up in the front, we have a giant cabin with enough space for 3 people. Really, this whole center console opens up. We can store everything we need in there. We've got USB power for phones for GPS and a nice big, just open area for driving in. It's gonna be really comfortable and it's gonna be a fun trip.
Part of a campervan road trip is doing some campervan life shopping, and we decided to come to Hack and Save.
I'm looking outside my window. I try to see where my light goes. I just don't know how it slips out. There must be some kind of black hole in this house. Every person could be you though. A pretty guy with a halo. But who am I kidding?
So we just arrived to our campsite and Eric is going to hook up power. Well, that's one of the cool things about this camper van specifically is that it's self-contained is what they call it, meaning that it has a toilet, it has gray water tanks and freshwater tanks. So it's a special permit, meaning we could park in special designated areas called Freedom Camping, I think. Well, this is actually a campsite, but that's because they have electrical hookup. And we can power all of our stuff by this box right here. Which means that we can work on our computers and, you know, edit stuff because we make videos, as you can see.
We actually have solar panels.
Solar powers for panel.
Which is really, really cool because when we can't hook up to power, we actually still have power that we can use.
Yeah, and it's not a ton, like it's good for charging USB stuff, but you wouldn't want to run like your computer for too long.
But it'll keep all our stuff in our fridge nice and cool.
Stuff fell over a little bit, but we're good. We got meters.
Yeah, nothing broke, nothing's leaking.
Oh,
I think we deserve these.
I shall take top. Good job.
Josh and Eric were complaining and arguing about what bed they're gonna be sleeping on. So I decided to use a New Zealand $1 coin. There's a kiwi on one side and the queen on the other. The queen is gonna be top because she's on top, and the kiwi hides under the ground, so he's gonna be the bottom.
Allison can call it.
Queen girl!
Oh, jeez.
Ah!
Is that really even a flip?
I'm not really good at catching it, so she wins the top.
Oh, we on top, baby.
That's the buck I wanted anyway, because, you know, we're on top in reality, so, you know. Cut!
Alright, these kiddos are getting a little bit hungry, so we're gonna turn on the propane. There you go. Alright.
That GoPro thing? Yeah.
Alright, that's good. Alright, you can now turn on the stove if you'd like. We're good to go.
So this has to be down.
Got it.
Fire! All right, we
Got
did
it.
it. We're so smart.
That's how you cut up chicken without making a mess.
We got a bed situation up here.
We've successfully stayed one night in our camper van, and we have come out today to a place called Hot Water Beach. New Zealand is well known for a lot of thermal activity, such as hot springs, or they even have like bubbling pits of mud. But today here at Hot Water Beach, we are going to see where you actually dig into the sand and hot water comes up out of a spring onto the beach, which is pretty fun. If you're interested in coming to Hot Water Beach and digging your own hot water pool, it is suggested to come 2 hours before or 2 hours after low tide, because currently the high tide is just about to begin and all these are going to be washed out. Also, they do hire spades or shovels at the lifeguard desk, so you can buy those for $10 just for your time here to dig your own little pools. So many people here. That's already been dug out and the water is warm. What's the most hot though is if you dig down deep into the water, into the sand, it's so hot under there. So I think the water's come in a little bit and filled this pool, so it's nice and cool, a really nice temperature. I think I'm just gonna stick my feet in it for now though. You come during low tide, because otherwise the cold water is just going to come into your hot pool.
Oh, they all got ruined. Sad.
When we first arrived, these were all pools with people in them. Now they're destroyed. It only took like a few minutes. All the people are gone and all the pools are gone. As you can see, there are a ton of people. I actually would suggest there are 2 low tides during the day. One midday and one later in the evening. I would suggest coming to the later in the evening one if you're not afraid of it getting a little bit dark. But I think that a lot less children, a lot less families would be here enjoying the beach. If you you have a family, definitely come during this time because your kids can jump around the pools with little Kiwi kids.
So it's been a fun time of exploring New Zealand in our cool camper van that we've got. We're parked up again for the night. I have to say though, it's been an incredible time with this camper van, and I know we promised that we were going to share with you how to actually have your own camper van. So here's the secret. It's really simple. You just go to a website called transfercar.co.nz, and companies that need a vehicle transferred from one place to another will list them here in New Zealand. This was one of the only camper vans that was available at the time, but it's because we had a specific time. If you're here and have more flexible times, you might be able to find a camper van available to you. I mean, I don't know. It was completely free of charge. We just have to pay for gas, which seems pretty reasonable considering this would normally cost us hundreds of dollars. So transfercar.co.nz, we'll put the link in the description for you. Come to New Zealand and get a free camper van, but don't count on it. It just depends if it's available or not. It depends if they need a car transferred. This one worked out. We're going from the North Island to the South Island, and they needed it transferred from the North Island to the South Island. So we're like, yeah, we'll do that.
Suggestion would be to actually start in the South Island and go to the North, because so many people do North to South, and so they have so many cars waiting in the South that need to be brought up to the North, so your chances are going to be much higher.
Pro tips from the planner of the group. I just do the talking, it seems. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. We have a lot more from New Zealand to come. If you like this channel, make sure to subscribe and help us hit our goal of 200,000 subscribers.
100K, baby!
So we're pretty close. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye.
Kia ora!
Kia ora.
I could never get enough of you. I could never get enough of you. Bright sneakers on, getting ready for a flashback. Time keeps moving on, looking at you, feeling like I could never.